All right, guys. So what I'm definitely hopeful for is that they give us a recap. I hope that they do. Like, definitely happy that this is back, right? No doubt. But I think I would like a continuation of the original one. With, like, the same cast.
You, at least, had the mercy not to threaten me with your dragon.
Maybe I spoke too soon, guys. This may end up being absolutely spectacular, right? Specifically if we're going down the route of starting to talk about winter is coming again. Remember what happened last time winter came? Things got crazy, right? So, all right. Let's see where this takes us.
The greatest power in the world refused to cross it. Do you think my ancestors built a 700-foot wall of ice to keep out snow and savages? What does it keep out?
You know what it keeps out. We know. All right, so we're picking up like right after she escaped that thing.
We're flying out.
Maybe.
Patrol over 100 miles of open sea, endlessly.
Maybe
Hold
not,
the blockade.
guys. This is after.
Maelys must gorge and rest, as must I. A raven has told Rhaenyra that her son is dead. She needs to know it for certain.
She was a fool to go alone.
Okay, so this has just happened.
What if Aemond would happen upon her? If you'd have acted when you had the chance, Aegon's line would be extinguished.
That's true.
And Luke would be alive.
But you didn't. Why is that? Yeah, so I'm just trying to figure out where we are in the timeline, but I think I grasp it now. Right after the sun got into that dragon battle in the sky, and right after she also has escaped, she could have taken out that entire line. She chose not to. Just flew away.
Pardon, my lord. If it'll please you, much to do.
They tell me that you're the one that dragged my body out of the sea.
It was only my duty.
I am indebted to you, Alan.
A little bit. What it sounds like, at least. This is so perfectly filmed. Perfectly filmed.
Spiker! Stand down!
Friendly.
And those aware?
What do you need of him?
Taken into the small council.
Probably something
He'll be
weird.
king one day. He must begin his instruction.
They'd be fools to come with Vhagar protecting the city.
Not the dragons. The rats.
Okay. Okay.
The Queen is an enduring mystery, is she not?
Right. The rats.
Summer is well and truly through.
We're expecting a small count.
Solid transition, guys.
Your Grace.
It's going to happen again.
None, Your Grace. Between that and their blockade of the gullet, we must presume that the princess has refused the offered terms. And the
yeah.
war is now inevitable.
Right. That's mandatory.
Perhaps your grace might lend his voice to our outreach.
Enough! Because I think he wants a ride.
Your grace.
A ride? A pony ride. Wouldn't that be fun, Jaehaerys? Should the Master of Coin be your royal steed?
Yeah, he's crazy. See?
Your grace.
This is why the idea of like kings and like queens and royal families are absolutely stupid. This is the reason. right here. The ability for this nonsense. I can't imagine someone having the ability to tell me that and I actually do it.
There.
You are the king, Your Grace. You must not put yourself at risk.
And Vhagar is needed here to deter Rhaenyra from attacking, in retribution for the death of her son.
That was a solid pull focus.
Were made in the hours following King Viserys' death. We mustn't compound them.
Like, listen, really quickly, guys. There are a couple of things that I love about the Game of Thrones universe. A lot of it comes down to the cinematography. Like, the way they filmed this, so consistently beautiful, right? The level of technique that they're using here, just the outright astonishing technological advances they seem to be making, guys. Right? It's brilliant. Absolutely.
You've already demonstrated your might, Your Grace.
Like practical lighting, everything is just
and restraint.
Perfect.
I send ravens by the hour. Many and more houses will declare for you in time.
Teal and
History and
oranges.
precedent will come to your side.
More teal and oranges.
Were indisposed.
This is the foot guy, right?
What is it you wish to discuss?
Like everyone has access to her body, apparently. Everybody.
I have completed questioning the whole of the...
Just leave me.
Fog machine. All right. Kind of adding some room texture. Is that her son's dragon? Oh, it just keeps hitting her. Everything.
Let's have the first petition, my good Lord Hand.
Crown lands that a tithing of livestock would be necessary to sustain the dragons for their increased activity and, pray not, eventual fighting.
Right.
Who's the king here? Him or you? I mean, I get it. You orchestrated all of this ridiculousness, right? But I don't like either of them. Do I want to give advice to either of them? Not really. But, bro, sit down. You. Sit down. Go over there.
Right. If we could but have the crown's coin before we started work, it would bring great relief. Not just to me, but to all the smiths serving your cause.
I think that's fair.
My army cannot win a war without your weapons. You should continue
There we
their
go.
making.
You have my most sincere gratitude, Your Grace.
Bro, get this man out of here.
Your Grace, it filled my heart.
Like, they're not even trying to hide the teals and oranges, bro. They're not even trying to hide it. And I think this season is much heavier with like them just overkilling the smoke machine, bro. Don't get me wrong, it looks good. It adds a lot of atmosphere to the shot. It feels great. Like, I'm telling you, this looks like a great scene, colored beautifully. Right, I love just the slightest like pop of burgundy, right, that this guy's wearing specifically to fit into like the set. It looks great, but relax on the smoke machine, please, a little bit. All right, it looks great. Just pull it back a little bit and try to mask the teals and orange just a little bit more.
See when they are.
And there's literally no contrast at all in these shots here. Not really. Nothing. There's no real white point and no real true black point. Everything is just basically obscured kind of in shadows. They pulled back the contrast like -3, 4.
And throne a war that you would wish to be viewed differently.
Well played.
How?
Otto Hightower was your father's hand, Your Grace.
Not yours. Get rid of this man.
And how would you define victory?
Rhaenyra bending the knee, and Aegon sitting the Iron Throne in peace,
She's not going to do that.
as Viserys wished. My sons both see you as the great example. The
He's
hand
a
of three
bad
kings.
one. He's a bad example.
Aegon is ever eager to prove himself, and Aemond is angry.
Right. Okay, you can
Rhaenyra's
say that.
son took his eye, was never punished for it. What he did
But you must accept that the path to victory now is one of violence.
I know it.
Right? Right. I mean, bro, you don't have to want it, but look at what you did. You're sitting in this situation, this position, because you refuse to acknowledge the wishes of the previous king. You did that. That's your fault. Okay? And now you're confused? Now you're confused with this here? Bro, listen, you don't have to want it. It's coming. And you deserve it. I honestly do hope that I definitely do hope that the visuals change just a little bit soon, guys. Again, not complaining here. I do think that it was filmed beautifully, but it was colored in a way that is starting to kind of like get under my skin. There are 4 colors that are happening here. Primaries for the most part. Well, semi-primary. Here's the thing. So you have teals and oranges, and then you have beef and broccoli. Beef and broccoli just meaning the color of broccoli and the color of beef, right? And then teal and orange. These are like the 4 colors that are just working all together, and it's pleasant, it's pleasurable to encounter, right? But it's a little annoying, a little. I mean, nothing to do with the acting, nothing to do with how the scenes are being delivered, the shots that are being taken. Everything is literally being done perfect, except for when the colorist got the footage and decided to color everything. Teal and orange, beef and broccoli.
Simply spit the business along.
Business that ended with the theft of the Queen's throne and the murder of her son.
You only blame me because your true enemies are out of reach. My arrangement with the Hand was purely transactional.
Yeah,
I held no
that's what it
loyalty
sounds
to
like.
him. Certainly do not now. Otto Hightower was to me as I am to your noble ilk, fodder to be cast off.
What else do you know of his plans?
Little unless.
She has a job, she's doing it. It's allowing her to eat.
She is to be treated as a traitor to the crown.
That's also very fair.
Forgive me, my prince. She was no agent of the Hightowers.
What is it to you?
Right.
A matter of honor.
Was it honor that made you
Whose
stand there
honor?
and watch as the Hightowers usurped the throne?
So what were we to do when they turn against one another?
Okay. That doesn't make it better. Guys. Like, is it just me or is this egregious now? All right? Is it just me? It could just be me. Right? Just like obsessing over things that some people may absolutely feel are meaningless. All right? But come on, bro. You what? Guys, come on, bro.
I want Aemond Targaryen.
It shall be done. Well, revenge. Gonna hire her now?
In your years as merchant of gossip, you surely accumulated spies within the Red Keep, servants who knew the comings and goings.
As promised, 2,000 men.
Don't throw the baby in there. All right. You never know, guys. Game of Thrones.
The Hightowers.
From within. I like it.
I know them better than the shape of my arm.
Okay.
This is my friend. It's one half. If we get the other one, it's done.
I highly doubt that this is going to happen the way he thinks it's going to happen. He's going to lose his life.
Hills and ravens, words are wind.
He's right there.
You
Found
should be
him.
leading the van.
Angry.
She blames me for starting this war, after she plotted with my father's council to usurp his throne.
Of all the vengeance that you seek, but you must keep a grip on your impulses. We both know that your brother cannot.
Both of you are kind of weird. Like, in every sick way imaginable.
What they say?
My brother at least knows his place. He's as loyal as a hound. I can set him and his dragon on my foes at will.
A hound or the hound?
Yeah, the untamable beast.
Wait, you're doing that in the throne room? Okay.
Show me.
Bro, what?
This way.
What? Well, Peter's not gonna like that. Just kick a dog on TV. What? That's still kind of, you know. This is not gonna go as planned. Bro, you just let that. What you got? Who's that? That's
She's the queen. She is.
A son for a son, he said.
Was once a boy.
Maybe that one.
I don't know.
But look for.
Please don't search these babies.
The mother knows.
Which?
Wow.
I have a necklace.
She's pointing at the girl, no doubt.
It's the other one. She's not going to give up the king's heir that easy.
Nope. Last time.
They killed the boy.
I feel like I can breathe for a little bit here, guys. Listen, the queen doesn't care. She doesn't care. There's something in her that says, you know what? Maybe this isn't right. All right? To the point where she gave up her own son. That's crazy. You know, but I guess it was going to happen anyway, no matter what. Because if you said no, they were going to take your life and then all the other lives, but you still gave up your son, the future king. All right? This is about to get super spicy. Now it's a son for a son. Absolutely. Okay? Absolutely. Where do we go from here? Absolute brilliance. Cinematic history. Right? Absolutely. Now, here's my only gripe with the show so far. I'm almost positive you guys can figure this one out immediately. I strongly detest how this was colored. Not filmed. It was filmed beautifully. I would love to see the log footage of each one of the scenes where I strongly detested. All right. I mean, they could have just thrown like blue gel over certain parts and then, you know, orange gel. And then, you know, they could have done something like that. Who knows? And it's like baked into the footage. But something tells me that they purposely made the entire episode, most likely the entire show, right? Because if the first episode comes out colored like this, and I can pick a random scene and it'll be teal and orange. Every single scene. It never change, bro. It never changes. It's all this. God, I strongly detest teal and orange. To this level, at least. I think that it can be done successfully, but it just needs to be muted a little bit. It's all teal and orange or beef and broccoli. Everything. Everything. God. Oh, man, this is crazy. Like, don't get me wrong. Game of Thrones was kind of teal and orangey, but not to this extent. Like, this extent is actually crazy. So I don't know if they went down in the budget and they had to hire like some random low budget colorist, or they just like teal and orange. That's it. That's it. They just like teal and orange, maybe. Or they hired someone extremely, they cheaped out on the colorist. They went big budget on everything else, but cheaped out on the colorist. Because, all right, a little frustrating to encounter. Right, at this level, right? You're too good for this. You don't need to rely on like digital tricks to make people think that this was filmed beautifully. It was filmed beautifully, guys. You don't need this everything teal and orange look. You don't need it. And also, guys, lay off the fog machine, please. I beg of you. It's crazy. It's adding depth and atmosphere, and it's making the bouquet look great. And I hear you. Fog, teal, and orange. And everything is foggy. It's like someone's like smoked multiple. It's like they hotboxed the room, every single room. Someone is behind the camera, basically smoking a lot. Everyone in the cast, everyone on the set behind the scenes are all smoking at the same time. Like at least 100 people. That's what it looks like, consistently. All right, lay off of it, please. But being that this is the first episode, it tells me what we're going to be encountering later on, and it's going to be teal, orange, beef, broccoli, and smoke. Okay, rant is complete. Until I see the next episode, it's the same exact thing. Either way, listen, you guys all have an absolutely amazing day, and if you would like to see the full-length reaction, it is on Patreon at the 2nd tier.